Welcome, everybody, to the first annual MOPsies Awards ceremony presented by MOPsCON. My name is Jake Wild. I am your host, and my co-host with me today is the ever-dazzling, one of my long-term friends, Sydney Mulligan. Sydney, welcome.
Hi, Jake! Oh, Jake, is this professional attire?
Yeah, Sydney.
I don't have professional clothes that fit, Jake. This is my grown-up sleep sack.
Sydney, this is our first very professional award show from MOPsCON. I thought I sent at least a couple of Slack notifications about this.
We're working from home, Jake. Does anyone have professional clothes anymore?
It's okay. Okay, I think we can just go on for this one, and we'll make some notes for the 2023 MOPsCON. But welcome, everybody, the first annual award show. Sydney, thank you for being here, regardless.
This year, for the first time, MOPsCON is presenting our very own award ceremony, the MOPsies. We have curated 8 unique award categories and sifted through the nominees to bring you the finalists and the winners.
Yes, so the MOPsies are the most prestigious, the 2 most sponsored marketing operations Slack community-based online award ceremony out there, and we are so glad to have everybody here with us today.
Jake, what do our winners receive?
The winners of the first annual MOPsies will receive this fantastic GOAT trophy sent directly to their home office. So be on alert. Now, we have 8 unique awards that we've curated, and we've spent months getting lots of awesome nominations and hearing really fun stories from everybody. So we had to narrow those down the best we could, and there might even be a couple bonus awards at the end. Who knows, Sydney?
Bonus awards.
Yes. Real quick, we should call out that because there may or may not be a couple folks in attendance having video issues, we may not have live acceptance speeches for everybody. We did, however, collect everybody's acceptance speeches ahead of time. Is that correct, Sydney? That was one thing I was hoping we were going to get done. Okay.
Got them all right up here.
Great. Then let's go into the first award, which is the MOPs Rookie of the Year. This award honors newcomers to marketing operations with an entry-level experience and a shocking showcase of talent. Now, our first 3 finalists for this award. First up is Brianne Walker at Trimble. Brianne, in her first year at Trimble, immediately jumped into her new role, got promoted to Marketing Operations Manager, and flawlessly executed 2 HubSpot to Marketo migrations. And fun fact about Brianne, on the sandwich alignment chart, and she identifies as ingredient neutral, meaning that to her, a burrito is a sandwich. This is a true fact. Definitely got this from her right before the show started. So just want to throw that out there.
Totally agree, Brianne. Couldn't agree more.
Great. The second finalist for the Rookie of the Year is Amrutha Ramachandran at Electrolux. Amrutha came in with a unique background as a software developer. She jumped over into marketing operations and has now been absolutely rocking it. She is definitely a fantastic Rookie of the Year candidate. And our third finalist is Nathan Booth at AlphaSense. Nathan stepped up in a huge way this year, taking over the majority of campaign ops at AlphaSense, optimizing new program templates. He's already a rock star across his team. Also, fun fact that I got from Nathan right before the show started, definitely a real fact that he gave me, is that he likes to collect Netflix account logins from all of his coworkers and then puts Fuller House on repeat just to mess with the algorithm.
That is some grade A trolling.
So those are our 3 finalists for the Rookie of the Year award in the first annual MOPsCON. Sydney, who is our winner?
The winner of the first annual inaugural MOPsie ever to be gifted to any human being is Brianne Walker. Glowing reviews from Brianne's colleagues. One is that she has actually wanted a MOPsie since middle school, and she wants to thank the writers of the Marketo certification exam questions for using impossible scenarios and occasionally made up words to confuse the test takers. Thank you very much, Brianne, for your outstanding performance this year.
Congratulations, Brianne.
The next MOPsie is the executive. The executive is the award for our bosses. Is that right, Jake?
Yeah, typically. It was made to showcase true team leadership for the executive who supports their MOPs team. Do you happen to know any of those folks, Sydney?
I happen to know 3 of those folks. Are you ready to hear their names?
Oh, hold on. The Academy sent me some signs to use, so let me just hold this one up here. Yes, thank you. Who do we have?
Finalists for the executive MOPsie this year are Kristen Crow who has gone above and beyond on multiple occasions to implement new processes and offer valuable benefits because she actively seeks feedback from her team, which allows everyone to grow and become better at what they do. Also, a fun fact about Kristen that is completely 100% true is that Kristen starts to play Christmas music in September every year. She has been listening to Christmas music for 3 weeks now, like a genius.
No, that's no. That's the signs of a maniac, but that's okay. Different signs of opinion there. I guess we can go on.
Differences of opinion.
Okay.
Our second finalist for the Executive Award is Sheila Head. Sheila from Atlassian acts as guardrails for her team while truly allowing them to build up their own styles and thrive as MOPs pros. She's hands-off, but also in the trenches, a real delicate balance to walk. She guides everyone, but does not do the work for them. She is just generally a solid leader who wants to help her folks craft their own path. Also, a fun fact about Sheila is on the sandwich alignment chart, Sheila identifies as an ingredient rebel, meaning that an ice cream taco is technically a sandwich, which is a 100% true fact. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. Quality applause. No confusion. Ice cream taco is a sandwich.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And our last but far from least nominee, our keynote speaker, Kimmy Corrigan. Kimmy has been paving the way for MOPs executives, crafting the profession in and of itself, all the way back to her days as Marketo's very first champion of the year. A fun fact about Kimmy is that her go-to karaoke song is the entirety of the final 40 minutes of Hamilton without interruption, along with full costume changes. I've seen it. I've been there.
That's an event. That's a full-on event, but would love to join for that karaoke night. And out of those 3 finalists for our Executive of the Year, the first annual MOPsie's Executive of the Year is Sheila Head. Sheila, congratulations on winning the Executive Award. This is truly fantastic. Really think you deserve it. Sydney, I believe there were some acceptance words that we were able to collect beforehand as well.
There were Sheila's colleagues wrote in and just truly went above and beyond to let everyone know how much she deserves the Executive of the Year MOPsie. So I'm going to share some words from her team right now. Sheila has done so much for her team at Atlassian, and nothing says it more clearly than some of the absolutely glowing things that were said about her in her nominations. As one nominator said, Sheila is one of the few leaders throughout my career who cared not only for moving the business's bottom line, but also had the back of their team members. Other nominations shared that Sheila is eloquent. She is fearless in her pursuit of efficiency, scalability across the organization. Am I being played out? Are we done?
Yeah, Sydney, we hired some interns from the Oscars this year, so we're following a pretty similar cadence here.
Wrap it up there. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Thanks, Sydney. And with that, we'll move on to our third award for the Cheerleader, the MOPsie Cheerleader Award. This award is for the MOPs peer that is always cheering you on, someone who's constantly giving you words of encouragement and mentoring and just an overall supportive pillar in the community. And the finalist for this award, finalist number 1 is Kim Denker at Epicor. Kim's work in MOPs has been instrumental to Epicor's success. She is the kind of leader who finds joy in enabling the success of others. She cheers on her team and takes the time to work across her organization in order to always create the right solution. And fun fact that I found out about Kim just before this, a totally true fun fact, Sydney, trust me, is that once COVID began, Kim started wearing giant bunny slippers around the virtual office. And then when we all had to go back to the real office, she kept wearing the giant bunny slippers, business casual bunny slippers. So,
Tim, you're in good company here.
The second finalist for the Cheerleader Award is Loren Aquilino over at Emmy Collective. Loren is not only talented in the quality of work that she brings to her clients, but she is also willing to be raw and honest about the work that she does. She is a breath of fresh air around the marketing ops industry. And really, just to show how good of a cheerleader she is, one of Loren's nominators wrote in and said, Loren's words help to make me feel sane. And a fun fact about Loren that I found out, again, just right before the ceremony started, was that Loren hasn't answered her phone in about a decade.
That's true. Call Loren all the time. Never got an answer.
Interesting. And our third and final finalist for the Cheerleader Award is Kara Johnson over at Appfolio. Kara is a pillar of the Appfolio MOPs team. She is the go-to person for customer marketing automation strategy. Everyone loves working with Kara. The nominations that we got for her were absolutely glowing. She absolutely has demonstrated the qualities of the truest of MOPsie's cheerleaders. And those are our 3 finalists for the first annual MOPsie Cheerleader. Sydney, who will claim this award?
The winner of the first ever MOPs's Cheerleader Award is none other than Kim Denker! Woo! Go, Kim! Thank you very much, Kim, for all of your work.
Yeah, I believe Kim told us right beforehand that she knew she was going to win this award when she had a dream last week that she won the award. And in that dream, Taylor Swift was also president. Good omens for all things to come.
So jealous, Kim. Kim also wanted to thank her local coffee shop baristas for keeping her caffeinated enough to be successful in her career, keep cheerleading, and win this award.
Our next award is for the Preacher of the Year. Now, Sydney, is the MOPs preacher... Is the MOPs preacher, related to the clergy in some way, or what's going on here?
Nope, not an official clergy person, Jake. This is not to be confused with the kind of preacher who stands on a street corner and makes you feel bad about yourself. This preacher is someone who is evangelizing MOPs as a profession. This person is spreading the good word of MOPs to the broader marketing community in hopes of enlightening others on how to optimize their marketing tools and bring them out of the dark ages.
And who would those finalists be for this prestigious award?
The finalists for the Preacher Award this year are Sarah McNamara of Salesforce / popular on LinkedIn. Sarah is a vocal, vibrant, and passionate voice in the MOPs community. If you've ever read anything Sarah's written, you know she's nothing if not passionate. She is evangelizing the worth of marketing operations teams. She's also been at work for several years on a marketing operations salary survey, which if you have done any sort of salary negotiating or job hunting in the last several years, I am almost certain you have referenced. Fun fact about Sarah is that on the sandwich alignment chart, she identifies as structure neutral, ingredient purist. Therefore, she is willing to accept a hot dog as a sandwich, but defers to local and state laws.
Yeah.
The second nominee for the Preacher Award is Darrell Alfonso. Darrell is always sharing tips around marketing ops to his very large following on LinkedIn. And did you know, this is actually a true fact, not one of our other true facts, Darrell recently published a book, an entire book, a real life book on paper. No lie. Darrell is also on the sandwich alignment chart, identifying as a radical sandwich anarchist, which means Darrell and I were on the same page, meaning that his book is, in fact, a sandwich.
That is absolutely shocking, Sydney, and a true sandwich anarchist would say exactly that.
Last but not least, our third finalist for the Preacher Award is Michael Tucker. Michael has been such a supporter of the Marketo user group communities, created a virtual mug community that helped connect folks during the height of the pandemic, and goes above and beyond to provide support in so many formats. If you have ever attended a virtual mug or hosted a virtual mug, you have almost certainly met Michael because he loves to show up and say hi. Another fun fact about Michael is that he updates his LinkedIn photo every week with a different color necktie just to see if anyone notices. Those are our three nominees for the Preacher Award at this year's MOPs's.
Three fantastic finalists. It's a shame we have to only choose one for this first year, the first MOPs's. And the Preacher of the Year goes to Darrell Alfonso. Darrell, congratulations. You are absolutely one of the top preachers when it comes to sharing of all things MOPs. I spoke to Darrell to get his acceptance speech right before this event, Sydney. Promise that that is a true thing. He says that he plans to display his trophy in his front window all through the fall season. And then on Halloween, when the kids come trick-or-treating, he plans to give out free on-demand webinars instead of candy.
That is exactly what the kids want, Darrell. You really know how to get to the heart of the holiday.
That brings us to our next award for the Practitioner. Sydney?
The Practitioner Award is the kind of people that are down there building in marketing ops. You know, have you ever built something that you're so proud of that you wish there was like some sort of marketing ops museum so you could have everyone behold your glory at this amazing thing that you've constructed? Jake, you ever been there? Ever been there?
Couple times. Yeah, couple times.
Couple times. These people are the ones who are inventing those types of things, building things for the first time, incredible nurtures, integrations, entire submission processes. The practitioners are literally the people keeping our marketing teams alive.
That's right. And our three fantastic finalists that we had to narrow it down to. Finalist number one is Brooke Bartos over at Invoice Cloud. Brooke led the creation of a single consolidation instance of Marketo that supports 5 brands, 4 CRMs through the native and custom connectors, 7 workspaces, 14 partitions, 4 custom objects, and a partridge in a pear tree. All of this in order to maintain singular records as well as achieving consistent and cohesive reporting. And also, fun fact about Brooke is that her go-to karaoke song is the Beethoven Sonata number 8 in C minor, Opus 13. I believe that clocks in at about 56 minutes. So if you are going karaoke singing with Brooke, then just be prepared.
You know, I have been karaoke singing with Brooke and Kimmy, and unfortunately they were the only 2 that got to sing anything.
I see. Our second finalist for this award is Adele Miller over at Bizarre Voice. Adele is currently a senior marketing tech manager and has done countless marketing tech stack implementations throughout her career. Her colleagues simply can't imagine how Adele does everything that she does. And fun fact about Adele, her go-to karaoke song is Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. But Adele was very specific that she liked this song before Stranger Things Season 4 came out. And she was first, not Stranger Things, just for the record.
Sure you did, Adele.
And our third and final finalist for this award is Loren Posendek over at Expel. Loren is the principal platform ops manager at Expel and is both the primary administrator and architect of Expel's processes, building a variety of complex programs over the last year with a lot of time-intensive triggers and setups. And, fun fact about Loren, her go-to karaoke song is Tequila by the Champs. It contains a lot of complicated lyrics, and she does like to occasionally bring her own saxophone to play the verses, apparently, to the dismay of most bartenders.
You know, as good as Loren is at marketing ops, she's even better at saxophone.
Those are our 3 finalists for the Practitioner Award. Sydney, who will be taking away the trophy?
The winner, I am proud to say, of this year's Practitioner Award is Loren Posendek. Winning this award has been a lifelong dream of Loren's. She has honestly considered melting the trophy down and selling the gold, but upon learning that it is likely not 24 karat, she has reconsidered and will display it proudly in her living room. Thank you so much, Loren. We are so proud of you, and we are thrilled to have you as part of the marketing ops community.
On to our next award for the Technician. This award is for that nerdy developer who has a great story about how code saved their day.
Have you ever felt too afraid to ask your question to someone because you thought that they were so smart that just by hearing you ask your question, you would automatically feel more dumb?
Yes.
If so, that person was probably on our technician list. These are the people that are geeking out over API integrations and read JSON as fast as my grandma reads the front page local news. I hope that anyone that finds that true about themselves has tooted their own horn with a self-nomination for the Technician Award, although I do find that technicians are often pretty modest people. The finalists for this year's Technician Award are Jeff Castellane, who is a consultant with almost 10 years of Marketo consulting experience. He is one of the foremost Marketo experts in the United States. He has a special focus on customizing and integrating Marketo. I have personally worked with Jeff, and I have to say, there's not much I can ask him that he can't answer. A fun fact about Jeff, though, is that his first language is binary, so he still translates most English back into binary in his head during normal conversation, and then back into English to answer your question. It makes things take a little bit longer, but couldn't tell you how smart this guy is. Our second finalist is Frank Ellie. Frank is a master of all things MarTech ecosystem and integration. You have certainly seen Frank's name pop up regularly in Mops Pros, answering your technical questions in the Mops Dev channel. And last but not least, the third and final finalist for the Technician Award is Todd Sprinkel. If you've ever thought to yourself, can Salesforce do this thing? Todd has probably appeared as if from nowhere to tell you whether or not it can. Another fun fact about Todd is that Todd's girlfriend is a doctor, but Todd considers that title transferable in their relationship and uses it as an excuse to Faravade on the subway.
Ah, that's a real fun fact there, Sydney. Well, out of those 3 finalists, only one will be taking away the award for Technician of the Year. And the winner of this award goes to Todd Sprinkel. Todd, congratulations. Todd, you have absolutely earned this Technician Award. Congratulations. When I spoke to Todd right before this event started taking place, he wanted to let everyone know that this award is dedicated to the future generations of marketing professionals, every generation except for Gen Z. He was very specific about that. dedicated to all future generations, but not Gen Z. Todd, again, congratulations. On to our next award. The next one is for the Moopsie. Sydney, what is a Moopsie?
Moopsie is a cute little way of saying that you made a little mistake. We've all been there. You made a little uh-oh. Calling it a Moopsie.
You ever sent an email all in Japanese to an audience of 100,000 Americans, Sydney?
Can't tell you how many times I have, Jake. Can't tell you how many times I have.
Probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't.
Probably shouldn't. Not the best idea. This award is for the biggest MOPs flop. Maybe you made a Moopsie. Maybe it was a big one or an expensive one. But either way, I am sure that it inspired growth for you and your team. You learned from this experience and you shared that growth with your fellow MOPs members. This Moopsie was truly one for the books. And that is why you nominated your story for the Moopsie Award, to share with your fellow nerds that mistakes happen and you overcome them.
Sounds like we really like to say the word Moopsie, don't we, Sydney?
Moopsie!
We had a lot of fantastic submissions, folks who shared their best Moopsie stories of the year, because you're right, it is just a chance to learn and grow and share with your team the things that we can all move on from and are fantastic examples. So our three finalists who shared really great stories. First up, Loren Posendek, another nominee and winner, I believe, earlier in the show.
Loren's Moopsie. Think that we should just take a moment to acknowledge how holistic of a MOPs Pro Loren is if she is both nominated for a Moopsie and the Best Practitioner Award.
That is very true. I actually printed off these signs backwards and forwards because I didn't understand how the mirror worked for this platform. This is the right one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's good.
Yeah. Thank you, Loren. Loren is an absolute representative of what MOPs Pros is becoming. So Loren is our first finalist. Her Moopsie is related to data syncing. She once tried to update a data value of about 150,000 records at one time and ended up delaying the Marketo Salesforce sync for about 4 to 5 hours. Ooh. She was able to mitigate the sync delays in the future by implementing data updating thresholds to keep the syncs flowing more smoothly. And it was a truly monumental learning opportunity that she's carried onward. And we've all been there, haven't we, Sydney?
Jake, is it data or is it data?
Our second finalist is Bentley Just, over at Atumos, company that I'm familiar with. Bentley wrote us an awesome Mopsy story about a super relatable Moopsie. He used an incorrect field in Marketo, sent a marketing email to an audience that may or may not have been described as marketable. However, it also resulted in the largest registration pool of a webinar that had happened all year long, so it got quite a few applauds in the end. And regardless, Bentley took this learning experience into the next week and beyond for the entire team. Moopsie.
Moopsie.
Our third and final Moopsie comes from Amy Goldstein. Amy wrote a
Goldfine, Jake. Amy Goldfine.
Amy wrote a thrilling retelling of her Moopsie. Sydney, I believe you have the floor.
I am prepared to do a dramatic reading of Amy's Moopsie story. It was the spring of 2020, and the world had turned upside down. Everyone was terrified of COVID. Nobody had any toilet paper, and marketers scrambled to turn in-person events into virtual ones. Iterable's signature conference, Activate, was scheduled for June in San Francisco. We quickly pivoted to a virtual conference, and it was all hands on deck. I swiftly helped scope and source a new platform, built a Marketo program to process registrations, and worked with the web team to launch a landing page. One fateful Friday, customer marketing brought me a list of 100 customers who had registered on a different platform. Can you register these people? They asked. Of course, I replied. Knowing that time was of the essence, I quickly uploaded them to Marketo and checked that task off my to-do list. 15 minutes later, I got a flurry of Slacks and a panicked call from the event lead. Amy, we're spamming our customers. They're getting the Activate confirmation over and over and over again. Although I was panicking myself and also supremely embarrassed, I took a deep breath and calmly told her that I would handle it. I immediately turned off the registration smart campaign and set about investigating. I quickly realized that I had accidentally created an infinite loop in Marketo, resulting in the endlessly repeating confirmation emails. Moops! The team crafted a nice oopsie email, and fortunately, everyone was very understanding.
Well done, Sydney. Well done. In summary, those are our 3 finalists for the Moopsie Award, sharing all the mistakes that we have all made and are super relatable and that we move and grow from. The winner of this year's Moopsie is Amy Goldfine. Congratulations.
Woo, Amy! After a story like that, we really, the committee was unanimous.
And moving into our final award, the Meet Cute. Sydney, what is the Meet Cute Award?
The Meet Cute, you know, back in the dark ages, before there was all of these apps with the swiping where you found people that you wanted to date by just going swipe, 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 ghosting, all of this. None of it was a thing. People met the good old-fashioned way, by accident. And that's what we call a Meet Cute. Not many people found MOPs on purpose. No one was going to school, majoring in marketing operations, just not a thing. So you probably randomly stumbled upon MOPs while rushingly exiting your favorite coffee shop and may have accidentally spilled your drink on them, but MOPs got over it, and now here you are, wrapped up in the grasp of marketing operations each and every day. We all know that feeling. Nominate your How I Met MOPs story for the Meet Cute Award. Here are our finalists. Finalist number 1.
Who are our finalists for the Meet Cute Award?
The finalists for the Meet Cute Award are Raven McFarlane. Raven's Meet Cute intro to MOPs was made possible by none other than procrastination, as the marketing route was one of the last options available for credit for her college internship. Her college mentor even advised against Raven taking an internship in marketing. Fire that guy! Several years later, she's still going strong in MOPs and is co-leading the Milwaukee Marketo user group. Also, a fun fact about Raven, on Halloween, she likes to give out full-size candy bars, but only to one kid in each group, just to make the rest of the kids jealous and confused.
Huh. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Second finalist, Sydney? Our
second finalist is Geraldine Garcia. Geraldine fell into her dream MOPs job after watching a MOPs talk in 2021. I just want to say I hosted that. I'm pretty sure I hosted that MOPs talk. The title of this talk was I Quit, Why MOPs Pros Leave Their Jobs. And who was the speaker at this MOPs talk? None other than Amy Goldfine. That's right, 2022 Moopsie Award recipient Amy Goldfine, out here inspiring more marketing ops professionals into their next careers.
It's a small, small world, Sydney. Small world indeed.
And last, but certainly not least, is Tyson Jurgens. Tyson came from client success / implementations, but tells a great story of how he found himself as the lead for the Marketo side of a sudden go-to-market integration. Shortly after that, he started working for Jeff Coveney at RevEngine, then eventually fell into the MOPs lead at Newzella. Also, a fun fact about Tyson that is completely factual and accurate. Tyson is a theater buff, which you probably know if you've ever been on a call with him, because he insists on singing his introduction at the beginning of every call.
It does make most calls a little more entertaining. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Those are 3 fantastic finalists, Sydney. And we're forced to only choose one to win this year, which is a shame because they are so fantastic. But the winner of this year's Meet Cute Award for their fantastic story of how they fell into the MOPs world is Tyson Jurgens.
Woo! Tyson!
Tyson, you fell into MOPs, and MOPs is so lucky to have you. When I spoke to Tyson earlier to get his acceptance speech, he said that when asked about this award, he plans to bury his trophy in Central Park with the hopes of growing an entire garden full of Moopsie trophies by next spring.
I hope you talk to the park rangers about that first, Tyson.
Yeah. Central Park Rangers, I believe, yes.
Well, that's our show, Jake. Yeah, that's all the awards.
It's been pretty fun. Wait, are you getting something?
Oh, is this breaking news?
I think, oh my goodness, I think we actually have, is this right? David, is this right? That's right, we have bonus awards.
Bonus awards!
Our first bonus award is actually a fantastic one. It is for the best MOPs meme. We all need a little laugh every now and then, especially in a day like today, a year like this year. And the winner of this year's bonus award for best MOPs meme is Jason Raisleger.
Jason! Woo! Do we have Jason's best meme prepared to share?
I believe we do. Let's see if we can pull this up. Yes, here's one of an oldie but a goodie. Jason, you've really helped to lighten everybody's days with the memes that you've shared in this world. So keep it going and hopefully inspiring other memes makers as well.
Our next bonus award is actually a very sweet award that I'm not even going to try to make a joke about. This is the Humanitarian Award. This award is for Helen Abramova. Helen has spent the better part of this year training Ukrainian refugees on Marketo and marketing apps to help them secure jobs. She is a selfless giver and a thoughtful teacher. I can't even come up with a good joke here because Helen is just too pure for this world. Helen, we are so, so excited to have you in our community and so thrilled to give you the Humanitarian Award this year.
They didn't give me enough signs to hold up for this one, but congratulations, Helen. Very well earned.
And last but not least, is this right? Am I seeing my notes here correctly?
Yeah, so this is the best host of the Mopsies award. And Sydney,
I'm not sure this is possible. Is this true?
If my reports are correct, this is the first time in Mopsie's history that it's a tie.
A dead tie. Wait, has this had my name on it the whole time?
I think this had our names on it the whole time. This is fantastic.
Jake, I cannot tell you what an honor it is to share this award with you.
Sydney, after hosting dozens of other award ceremonies across many industries, I have to say this is definitely one of the ones that we've done together and will be remembered. So thank you so much. This really has been fantastic, and this really has been a great production of the MOPsCON this year. So a huge thanks to everybody that helped us to put on this entire event, including Mopsies as well. Quick follow-up is for those of you who are wondering how you're going to receive your awards, do not worry. We will be contacting you directly, and we will ship your GOAT trophy directly to your home office. So quick follow-up, Sydney. I believe there's one more bonus award, correct?
A little bonus award. It's not really a Mopsie, but it's a separate kind of bonus special award. If you have been out there playing Mops Kahoot during MOPsCON, we do have the winner for Mops Kahoot prepared. I'm not sure exactly how the scoring worked here, but the highest score for Mops Kahoot this year was 88%. Which honestly is not that good. You guys could have done better. And the winner is Jackie Potts, who I'm pretty sure wins a $100 Amazon gift card. Yeah. And if she didn't, then she does now. Good job, Jackie Potts. Congratulations. Thank you for participating in MOPsCON and Mops Kahoot.
Congratulations to all of our winners and to all the nominees. It has been an awesome experience to have been able to celebrate all of you today and yesterday. Winners, like I mentioned, should anticipate an email in your inbox to verify your information to get that award shipped to you. So be on the lookout. And if you are interested in getting one of those, that is, then make sure you fill out that email that comes your way. And with that, I think we're in the final wrap-up stages, Sydney. Thank you for being part of not only our very first Mopsies award show, but also MOPsCON. And we hope to see you back next year with more stories from your unique Mops experience. We will see you all in Mops Pros. And remember, Sydney, did you write this last one down?
No, I mean, this just came from the encyclopedia, I think.
Okay, I'm being forced to read this, but we'll see you all in Mops Pros. And remember, a hot dog is in fact scientifically proven to be a sandwich. So thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Got to take this sleep sack off. It's so hot.